Hi Libras, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females, we are now covering the second week of June, and we also have the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini this week. So what does this mean? Basically, our minds, we are mentally evolving, expanding, and growing. So we have no more time to think small. We got to think big, think outside the box, and want more, dream more for ourselves. So stay open-minded this week to new ideas, new inspirations, all that fun stuff, okay? So we're gonna be covering a little bit of work, health, and love. I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And if you wanna follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. Also keep in mind, guys, that these are general readings, so it may not always resonate to the T with every single person. So just please listen with an open mind, open heart. Just take what fits and leave the rest out. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay, let it fly. It may not be for you. Keep that in mind, okay? All right, so yeah, let's get right into it. So for this week, I was kind of pushed to do something a little bit different. Maybe it's the new moon energy, I don't know, but I wanted to share with you guys an affirmation, and you guys got, I am optimistic. Optimism. So this week for you is all about being positive, staying optimistic. And I feel here that your sacral chakra is being activated or being worked on and associated with Pluto and the sign of Scorpio. So how you feel about yourself, your confidence, your pride, your stability, you're almost like tied in with your root chakra as well, how you feel about yourself, your strength, you know, limiting fears and letting go of fears. So I think here for this week, it's going to be really important for you to stay positive, not get lost in low vibrational situations, low vibrational people. Even when things are looking bad or looking tough, be optimistic about it. See the good in every situation, as opposed to thinking, oh, why is this happening to me? Switch around the word and say, what is this doing for me? How can I benefit from this situation, as opposed to, oh, why me? Be like, okay, well, this sucks. I don't like this, but what can I learn from this? How can this benefit me? Just switching around some words like that can really turn things around and kind of just let you refocus and change your frame of mind into kind of moving forward, as opposed to away and just complaining, you know? So just something to keep in mind. Okay, so when it comes to your health, I feel like some of you may be suffering from like headaches or migraines this week possibly. And I think this is mostly stemming from some matters of the heart. This could be stress, maybe people stressing you out, or someone who broke your heart, or you're in your feelings, or from someone an argument you had with someone, or just like miscommunication and feeling like mentally drained and exhausted from this communication or miscommunication with someone, and that's just kind of like triggering this headache or triggering this stress, this migraine. So if you can, try to get some quiet in your mind. Go for a walk outside, drink water, stay hydrated. You could even rub a little bit of like peppermint oil like around your temples a little bit. I know it's not going to solve everything, but can help you. Maybe even looking into getting like acupuncture, and those little like needles around your head can sometimes help a little bit with just like the blood flow and circulation. And what usually helps me, I used to get migraines like all the time. Luckily, thank goodness, I don't really anymore. But when I do, even having a little bit of caffeine, like a little bit of coffee, can really help, or at least has helped me. And what else? Make sure you're eating, drinking water, staying hydrated, maybe just turning off all electronics, going to bed earlier, yeah, anything that kind of helps you just wind down, taking a bubble bath. And if you're continually suffering from headaches or migraines, you may want to check like your hormone levels, because that can also be affecting it as well. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like you are healing from something. You may have had a falling out with like a colleague, a coworker, a boss, a employer, an employee, a customer, a client, and you guys are making up, or you're coming to peace, making a peace treaty with each other. Like, okay, you know what, like, let's put the pettiness aside. Like, you know, it is what it is. I want to move forward. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to have this tension between us. we got to work together, I have to see you every day, or a classmate. But I feel like you're kind of making amends with something, with someone or a situation, and no longer like fighting against it or fighting with this person or this corporation or this business. It's like, all right, let's make peace. And fixing things up, maybe communicating again, or just kind of talking things out as opposed to just assuming and rah, 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 you know, like giving each other a hard time. I think you are now kind of just talking about things and letting the past go and now moving forward. So if there was a falling out with someone, or you're really sad about something, I think now you're not going to be as sad, or you're going to heal from it, or some situation is going to make up for whatever happened in the past, and it's going to be like no more problems maybe with that situation or that person. It may not be like 100%, but I feel like it's getting better or will improve. Okay. Also, let's say like you lost your job, or you lost money, or you didn't get approved for something, or your offer didn't get accepted, or whatever the case is for you. I feel like that is turning around now, or you may find something else, or you realize, you know what, that was a blessing in disguise. That wasn't really for me, and I'm glad that I got rejected, or I'm glad it didn't come through, because now I see that something else better is coming for me, and that would have been, I would have been sad if I took that, because this would have been better for me. Okay, so always see things that don't go your way. Sometimes they are blessings in disguise. We don't see it in the moment, but we realize it later down the road. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, some of you could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. And as far as the other person you could be dealing with, I feel like it could be a Libra, a Virgo, or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out sometime this week. So I feel like nerves kicking in, like anxiety, like you're kind of nervous about something, like sweaty palms, your knees, your legs are just like, da, 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 da. I feel like you're nervous about something because you want to talk to this person, or you want to communicate something, you want to ask them something, but you're really nervous about the response, or what they're going to say, their answer, how they're going to take it. I feel like you're wanting to initiate, or you're going to be initiating or having some kind of important conversation, important communication with someone. This could be a past, present, future person, but someone maybe you're dealing with, or you're just getting to know, or whatever. And you want to know something. And I think you want to know where you stand, or you want to finally have clarity. And you're like, I just know I have to do this, but I'm so nervous. But I know if I don't ask, I know if I don't do it, it's gonna kill me even more. It's gonna stress me out even more. So I kind of just have to go for it. And like, I'm nervous, and I know I may not hear what I want to hear, but at least I'll know where I stand. So I feel like you're building up the courage to kind of just say what's on your mind, so that you can have your answer, and not be in the unknown and just guessing or just floating around in the air like a bubble. You want to know what's going on. And so I feel like you're going to ask or have a conversation with this person, and you're going to actually be surprised by the response, because you may have been assuming, or you may think, oh, they're probably just going to lie to me, or they're just going to tell me what I want to hear. Or maybe, they'll say something totally opposite, but their answer, their response may be totally different than what you expect. And I actually feel like this person's going to be honest with you, but I almost feel like it's like they feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot by being honest and by telling you this, but I think they're wanting to do the right thing. And so their approach, or how they communicate back with you, or what they say to you, may come off kind of very bold, or very cold, or very direct. You're like, wow, like they didn't even try to sugarcoat it. They just like said it, It's like, wow, like, okay. So their response, or how they say it to you, may really surprise you, take you by surprise, but they're gonna give you an honest response. And I think that's what matters. That's what you want, right? You don't want just to hear fluff and, just hear what you want to hear. You want to know the truth at the end of the day, even if it hurts. And so you're going to ask this person something, maybe about where you stand, or how they feel about you, or if they were doing this and this, or if this and this is true. Whatever it is that's on your mind, you're going to ask this person, and they are going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you, they're going to be straight up. And I think it's going to take you by surprise, and it may leave you thinking for some time. You're like, okay, all right. And I think you're going to like really try to soak it in and understand. But I think it may be almost so bold, so blunt, honest, so direct that it shocks you that you need like a little bit of time to really like accept it and soak it in. You're like, okay, all right. It's like when you hear super shocking news or like something major and you like, it almost like impacts you so much that you have to wait a little bit to actually get back up. And so I feel like that's what's going to be happening. You're going to be kind of in your feelings a little bit about it, but feeling more at peace because you know the truth. And I think that this person, it's like they were almost like waiting for you to ask them. I think they were waiting for you to kind of bring it up or to say something so that they have the opportunity to be honest and open with you and not look like the bad guy or the bad girl, to be honest with you. Because I feel like this person like didn't know how to bring it up, or they didn't know how to say it to you in a way that maybe didn't come off like selfish or hurtful or egotistical. So I think that they offer so much clarity because they've already been thinking about this, or they were already kind of like rehearsing in their mind what they would say or how they would say it. And you will be surprised at maybe how quick they give you an answer, or just how like blah, 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 blah. It just like flows. And you're like, wow, okay, that almost sounds like you had that prepared. It's almost like a little speech they had already written up. You're like, did you just come up with that, or you just were already thinking that? Because it almost sounds like you've been thinking about that for some time. So yes, they're going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you the truth. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's going to be what you need to hear. That's the difference. So it may not be what you want to hear, and you may be surprised by what they say or how they say it, but it's going to be very necessary, and it's going to be something you needed to hear. And I think what's going on with this person is that they're very in their head right now. They may not be feeling like themselves, or they feel like they need some alone time to like figure out, get their mind right. So there's something going on with them here. They feel like they need to get their mind right. And they may be thinking like, oh, I need to go on a retreat, or I just need to like do my own thing for some time, or I need to focus, organize, plan my life. I feel like I have no direction, or I feel like I don't know where I'm going, and I'm feeling kind of lost, and that's messing with my emotions. And so it's not personal to you, Libra. Like, I don't want to hurt you. I care about you. You know, I have nothing but love and respect for you. But now that you're asking me, like, yes, I don't know what's going on with me. And I think, yeah, maybe it is best that we, whatever that you guys decide to do. So whatever you've been feeling or thinking about, I think it is in your best interest. And if you've been itching to ask this person or to bring it up, this is probably going to be a good time to do so, because they're going to give you the answer that you want. Well, they're going to give you the honest response. And I think this is going to set you free. Like, yes, you're going to be kind of nervous and anxious about it, but once you get it and once you hear it, you're like, okay, well, I have my answer. Now I know. You know, I'm not going to be guessing and floating around and wondering. But I actually feel like this is going to give you confidence, because you're like, now I know. Now I'm not guessing. All I had to do was speak up. All I had to do was ask. Sometimes we're so afraid to say things because we're afraid of the response, or we're afraid to ruin something, and we don't realize that's almost like disrespecting ourselves and not setting our boundaries by not speaking up. And I think this is going to help actually bring you more confidence and make you feel more fulfilled. You're like, okay, you know, this just gives me time to work on myself, show myself more love, and prepare myself for the love that is meant to be in my life. If not, I would have been wasting my time wondering where I stand, or maybe would have dragged along, or they would have kept me hanging, and not really been like fully invested in the way that I would like my partner to be. So again, I feel like this person's going to be honest with you. We'll look into the extended to see what exactly else is going on, but I just feel like there's definitely something going on with this person. It's not you. It's not like someone else. It's them, that they need to get their mind right. Okay, so we're going to dive deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice. Okay, so we'll dive in deeper and see a little bit more about them, what's going on, so maybe you can have more clarity, more understanding. But I applaud you for building up the courage to speak up and say what's on your mind, because I think you're not going to regret it. Okay? All right, so Libras, I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.